Yo people, welcome back to my channel. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're keeping safe, active and occupied. And welcome back to the backyard lockdown trails build, where we've already built a sick triple roller, 3 pump bumps to build speed for the right hip, which is there. That looks really cool. This is all looking pretty ready to ride. And then going around the corner, we've got the cambered pump bump into the tombstone takeoff. And there's a little sneak peek of the new landing, which we're going to be cracking on with very shortly. Talking of cracking, the cracks in this landing are really opening up, specifically because of all the recent sunshine. Like, they're so big now, but the weather's dropped off a cliff, so the sun isn't such an issue. And I think I've got a resourceful lockdown technique to solve all of this without going out and buying tools, which we're going to come to later. But first, we need to build that hip landing. So let's do it. Look at this man load. That's the way you do them, Ben. Proper buffer load. It's been over 30 wheelbarrows on this and it's still not done, but it's looking mega. It's pretty much the height of the takeoff, which is good. The other one is a bit taller on the outside, so I'm going to match up here. My aim is, if we don't run out of dirt, to get it about this high, which from the lip to the outside is a decent sized hip. Now, why hips? I want to explain why I chose to do 2 hips, more importantly, not just a right and a left, 2 in a row. Because of all that space, I want the jumps to get big, but I also want to have more than one line, and so many people commented that, and it's going to happen. And the way to do that, starting on one line, is to have hips, because jumping to the inside, I explained this a bit in the first video, but that's about 6 foot gap, 5 foot gap. To the outside is a 9 foot gap. So if you have 2 in a row, your options are 6 foot, 6 foot. So you've got 2 jumps that are 6 foot long. Or 9 foot, 9 foot. You've got 2 jumps that are 9 foot long. So you've already kind of got 2 lines, depending on how you ride it. Which means here, you've got 2 speeds, an option of 2 speeds, which leads into 2 lines. So very soon we're gonna split. Whether that means getting more dirt, whether that means building features out of wood, whatever this lockdown thing entails, it's going to split into 2 lines, which will please a lot of you. The next thing that will please a lot of you, I had a hell of a lot of whale tail comments, like build a whale tail. Some people didn't know it's called a whale tail. They said a step on, step off, where you jump onto that curved roof thing. Matt, do that please. That's a whale tail. I'm going to build one, 100%. Another thing was a shark fin. I'll build that too. So that's really cool. Hopefully I'm pleasing a lot of you. What I'm not stoked about is this. Moose is displaying. How can you even drink out of that hole? Right. To make the jumps nice, more importantly these ones, to make them ride, I need to fix these cracks. Wetting them is super important, but this nozzle ejects so much water per second, like as a rate, it's way more than required. If you pour it on fresh dirt like this, the dirt actually runs off, which isn't cool. It turns it into mud. Someone in the last video said you need a sprinkler head for that watering can. But all the water centres, all the garden centres are closed. Delivery takes days and days and days. So I'm going to get resourceful now. I'm going to make a sprinkler, and the other thing I'm going to make is a sieve. With the cracks, sieve some dirt to like dust, wet the jumps and throw the dust on. Then brush it in, wet and repeat the process, and it will turn really velvet smooth. Velvet smooth is exactly what I'm after, Nigel. So thank you, and thanks to everyone else. So in order to do that and stop these cracked segments of dirt being like uneven paving, because you won't be able to see it at home. When I walk on it and if you push a bike on it, it separates, and that's going to be a problem. I need to seal it all. What I've come up with to make a sprinkler is I found that the cap end of a muck-off bottle is the exact same fit as this watering can. It looks hilarious, but it's quite cool. So if I seal that and drill loads of holes of different sizes in there, or maybe just small holes, that's my sprinkler. It's going to be sick. Next, I need a sieve, and I'm going to use this box, drill loads of holes in the bottom of this again, And then one of us could shovel the dirt in and one of us can shake it like that, and hopefully it will fall into a bucket or a wheelbarrow. And then we've got all the ingredients. We've got dirt, we'll have a sieve, and we'll have a watering can with a sprinkler head. So I'll get the drill out and we'll make them right now. I don't know what size holes to do. I've got a lot of options. I'm trying to imagine a sprinkler. I'm gonna go smaller, like 4 mil. Sick. So already that's gonna spray loads of water out. If I go all the way around this edge and then put loads in the middle, I think that'll be enough. Yes, I'm chuffed with that. That's gonna be my sprinkler head. I think all I need is tape. Let's grab some tape. Tape and zip ties. That's like the DIY equivalent of glue and screw. I'm gonna put a cable tie around it. I might patent this. I'm never gonna go to a garden centre again, that's for sure. If you are interested in one of these, you can email me at matt@gardencentreequipmenthire.co.uk and I can make you one. That is the watering can. So that's gonna be doing this, a nice slow release of nature's H2O. Exactly the same technique here, except more holes and probably bigger holes. I don't know how big is dust? Hey Siri, how big is dust?
Stop asking me such pointless questions and drill holes in that bloody box. 6 millimeters should do it.
6 millimeters! Thank you, Siri. Yes. We've got a sieve. I think that's, yeah, given how much light it lets through, I think that's going to let a lot of dust and dirt through. So these two DIY lockdown tools are going to be all we need, hopefully, to fill those cracks, smooth it up like velvet, and get it riding. I'm pretty proud of that. That is now a complete, you could argue that's a completed line of jumps. So nearly ready to go. And that's the coolest landing yet. It doesn't have such a steep cambered angle on it like the first one, but it's bigger, it's steeper, and it's gonna deliver more speed for what's to come. So we're gonna go back to the start now with the sprinkler can, the sieve, and a brush, and we're gonna cure all the cracks in the jumps, hopefully. I really hope this works. This is gonna make the difference between it being an art project and an actual rideable line. How good does that work? The holes in the side are a bit excessive, but I think that's great. It's so much better than what we had before. So the instructions are to wet everything first. So I'm going to focus on these two rollers because they're super dry, and that takeoff. Then we're going to use the sieve. In fact, you sit back and relax. You know how to use a sieve. Let's get cracking and see what it does. You should feel this dirt. That took half an hour to fill one barrow, but it brings me so much satisfaction and joy to know that not one granule in there is bigger than 6 millimeters. Wow, just throwing a shovel in there makes you, it's like sand. Already, look at that, observe. That's wow. The dream. That is cool. What a great comment. That's what's so good about YouTube and the internet. I'm stuck here in lockdown, running out of ideas, and then 1,500 ideas appear below a video. Oh, I'm really happy that it doesn't use as much as I thought, because sieving and panning for gold, 6 millimeter dirt gold, is back-breaking, as Ben and I discovered. Beck's just standing awkwardly watching because the pit bike's run out of fuel, so that's her look of saying, do we have any more fuel? Do you know how long this took to make? How good does it look? That's rhetorical because I'll have to read your answers in 48 hours. But in my opinion, it looks incredible. And it's now, like I've said so many times, it's a complete line of jumps. I'd have been happy with this. There it is. This hip's the best though. It's quite a lot bigger than the first one. Wider, taller, it hasn't got the angle on it, but next I will build a whale tail right there. It'll have to be made out of wood because the dirt pile has shrunk to nothing. So everything now will be wooden until we sort out the dirt situation. But that's fine, because I could ride a whale tail the day I build it. This takes, well, I've discovered that it's not as easy as just throw it up and ride it. It's getting close, it's very close. But where I've wet that roller to let it bake in the sun, that's not rideable today. But that's fine, like we've got plenty of time and I want to do it properly and I want to do it right. But next is a whale tail, because I could start in the corner and just jump it, which is really, really cool. So there haven't been huge changes today, but there's been so much progress throughout the line, which is incredible. What else is incredible is the amount of interaction from you guys on these videos and this backyard lockdown trail building series. It's been insane. Like, the number of comments has been endless and they're all useful and such inspiring ideas for this space. Like, without you guys, I'd be stuck, that's the truth. So we've come to this point, we've got further to go. The RC car part has arrived, the battery's charging, that's coming soon. The whale tail, more fun down there, more fun up here. It's all been sick. Hope you guys are safe, enjoy yourselves and see you for the next episode.